Hey everybody, happy Valentine's Day. This will probably be a fairly short stream, but I figured I'd get a little time in since I haven't been on in a couple days. Hope y'all are doing well, having a good afternoon. Please don't tell me that you forgot something for your ladies, or your men, because you'll be in big trouble. Howdy folks. Alright, well, I know I've been bad about streaming recently, but I did have about an hour yesterday, kind of spread out through the day, that I was able to blast through Acts 3 and 4. In case you missed it, I've started I re-rolled from the Discharge Ignite Elementalist. It's time for something new. So we're working with a Stormcall Inquisitor right at the moment. Well, not technically an Inquisitor, because I have not done my labs. So I'm going to do that. Oops. So let's see how easy normal lab is today. So it looks like we go right for the first one, and then center. Right and center / top left. Wait a second, where did I go? No. Yeah, so this will be, actually no, yeah, I suppose I can't see the ascendancy just yet, but I've forgotten what the node on the way to Pious Path is, but that's what I'll be getting.
This is neither the time nor the place.
And then Pious Path essentially is where this build starts taking off. Oh, looks like I got some points I need to use. What do I want these to be? A life. Finish the life wheel. And probably need some damage. My damage is kind of okay. So I did, right before I finished last night, I hit 38. Like just before getting to the Overseer's Tower. And once I got in town, I kind of put my Stormcall setup together. So this is actually endgame without, like, minus the Awakened Gem. So eventually this will be Awakened Spell Cascade, Awakened AoE, Awakened Lightning, Awakened Spell Echo, maybe, if I can figure out how to afford that. And, or if I sell like a big ticket item or something, then I'll maybe be able to afford that. That's like 9 exalts. And I already blew like in essentially all of my currency buying Awakened Spell Cascade. So we'll see how that goes. And I got a level 21, 23 quality less duration off of a ritual like really early on. I want to say in like during the story with my Elementalist, so that was pretty baller. And I'll be slapping that on as soon as I'm in the 70s. So this character's been going really well so far, but I've mostly been labeling with, like up until I made the switch, I'd been leveling with Frost Bomb in Spell Cascade, which was actually pretty cool. That might be something I mess around with a little bit. Like, I could see how having that with Awakened Spell Cascade would actually be really nice. It was great for clear. That's a pretty big amount of damage, too. So the problem that I've had so far is single target. My single target damage was real bad. We'll see how that goes here. I think I buffed up my Orb of Storms a little bit too, so that should be better. Yeah, so it's still not great, as you can see, and I've been pretty bad in this fight about keeping my mana potions going. Well, it looks like my... Whoa. Come on, dude. Right. So it looks like my area of effect is not quite where I want it to be yet. So we'll see what I can do about that. So I think I can, yeah, I haven't done that, these two nodes. And obviously my area of effect gem is not providing a whole lot, 30%. I think it's awakens like 50. So between that and those two, that'll be an extra 60% over. Sorry, no, extra 40% over what I have now. I want to say there's some staff nodes up here that provide AoE. So if I need to, I can do that. And I'll have power charges pretty reliably, I think. Or I'll make sure that happens because this is a crit build. So that will be very helpful. What did I say this was? This was in the middle, right? So maybe we'll go this way. And at some point in the not too distant future, I probably need to upgrade out of some of my leveling gear at least. Nope, that's not what I want. It needs to go this way. Nope. I guess I have to get under the gauntlet. Whatever. Wait, did that open that door? Of course not. So yeah, like I was saying, I hope you guys are having a nice, relaxing weekend, Valentine's Day. Everything's going nice. I've had a pretty good one so far. Took the boy out to, we have a children's museum here called Science City. It's awesome. It's like just it's this huge, like, multi-level place at an old train station that, yeah, I'm gonna turn volume up a little bit. Okay. Anyway, huge place at an old train station. Hang on, my wife just got home. Hey, beautiful. Yes, I am. What's up? How's your workout? That sounds good, right? It's what? I will. My fan. So anyway, yeah, it's a big children's museum that you can tire your kids out. Met a friend there. Let our sons are about the same age, so let them work each other over and go nuts. It's a beautiful thing. And it's, I believe, 0 degrees here, which is a solid 20 degrees lower than it usually is. And snowing, just kind of a dreary day in general. Ooh, did I just face tank a Reeve? That's what I get for not paying attention. But that also bodes pretty well for the future of this build. Considering I don't even have highest path yet. Alright, see you later, Zara. But yeah, when it's this cold out, you know, obviously it's bad for the little ones. Can't really have them out running around for too long. So anything that gets some energy out is extremely welcome. So right twice. Excellent. So yeah, I'd say I'm pretty happy with Stormfall's single target as I currently have it arranged. That will obviously improve as gearing changes. And considering that I'm using, oh shit, what I miss? Using, you know, leveling units, which, you know, with the spellcaster is not the best excuse in the world, but it's not quite the same as using a level 1 axe or something to hack shit and X5. And the spellcaster weapons are obviously a little more effective because skill damage isn't based on your weapons, on your, like on caster weapon properties.
I must have time to
rather but on the skill gems themselves, so you can get away with that stuff. Let's see, is this correct? No. To the right we go. Ow, ow. Stop it. But still, it'll be very nice when I get to use Duskdawn and like fully take advantage of being a crit build. And I don't think I really have any crit multi at the moment to speak of. So doing critical strikes doesn't really help me all that much. I wonder what my chance to crit is. I haven't really looked. Let's find out. Weapons.
May be complicated, but love is
Strike
simple.
chance.
Visit
6%.
Chain Company for a Valentine's Day gift to celebrate your loved one. We have
That doesn't
classic
seem right.
gifts in every price range.
Maybe that's for
Diamond-cut
just
earrings,
attacks.
impressive 3-stone rings, solitaire pendant necklaces, cultured pearls, and more. Our jewelry is made so well that we're able to provide a warranty for life.
It's because I'm looking at the
free.
basic attack.
Now you have a
Yeah,
friend in the jewelry
22%,
business.
yeah, that's
Chain
more
Company and
reasonable.
chainco.com.
Because both of these, I'm using the Axiom Perpetuum Scepters, and they have like 110% chance to crit or something.
My mana is spent.
Yeah. Going right again. And Spell Echo makes a huge difference. Love it. That's a massive upgrade, even though I'm not even like really killing all that much stuff in here. It's good to be 6th link. So I don't know if I'm going to use... I'm going to 6th link something, whether it's my staff or my armor. I'm not really sure what direction I want to go on that. So the Duskdawn that I have is pretty well rolled. Not like top end, but it's definitely like, it's above, like well above halfway on all 3, I think there are 3 rolls. It's above halfway on all 3 rolls. So pretty good. That's top 8th, right? So 1 and 8 would be better on average. So I will take that. But it's either that or my armor. And the armor is like really cheap to buy. And it's always possible that I'll, like, unless I go nuts and craft a really nice piece of hunter armor, I might be switching armors out because they're fairly inexpensive. I think I demonstrated that last time. Like the armor, the base armor itself with like the life mods and stuff that I want is, you know, like at most 20 chaos most of the time, and then I just go and craft extra energy shield, or excuse me, percent of life as an extra energy shield. I don't really want to enchant those because that'll raise the level requirement. I wonder if I have anything that's worthy of enchanting. I don't enchant those. Put a shitty enchant on a really good pair of gloves. Word of Ire when hit. Okay. Whatever. Yeah, we'll put it back up for next and see what happens. Oh, you know, I don't know, that's worth it. Why don't we release it? And I'd rather sell it. It's been sitting in my inventory for a while, so I'd rather get rid of it than have it just chill. It's not doing me any good as it is. Sigil of Power, so what do I have here? No Destruction, Hypersphere. Yeah, so pretty soon I'll be working, I'll be working Hydrosphere into my offensive plans here pretty soon. Oh, wait a second. Oh, thank you for the prompt, computer. Almost cost myself a trip through the frickin' lab. Consecrated ground. You have consecrated ground while stationary. Okay, cool. That's nice. Send. There we go. Beautiful. Now, I'm an Inquisitor. Officially. Yay me. Alright, so let's get back to it. Get some progress going on. Control box. Yeah, so I'm trying my best to kind of move through the game here.
I must have time to take that one.
Man, I don't know. I might.
My mana is spent.
I might go back to Frost. Do I still have it? Yeah, let's see if I can kill a white mob just with one cast. Yeah, okay, I'm good. It's just the blues that were making me question myself. So I gotta go kill a Justicar. It's entirely too slow. You gotta move. That's the move. Why, that was very conveniently located. So I'm told that the trick to finding the Maya's meter is to stick to the left, and then to go steal Justicar, sticking to the right after the So that seems to be fun and gun, seems to be working okay. I need to give Innervate a try. Oh, I guess I screwed things up by taking a shortcut. Oh well. Still trying to stick to the right. It's not working very well though. Or I mean, not Innervate. Intensify. Intensify is what I was going for there. I might actually do that now. I'll put it in one of my gym links. Just to like make sure the levels are cranking away on it in case I decide that's a good idea. Oops. Oh, it's Lord of Storms. Yeah, Lord of Storms make a really big difference in my single target damage. The Balls of Zeal. Ah, man. Mana is a freaking problem on this build. Area? So I'm gonna get those 2 area nodes, stop what I was doing with the damage. Got my area. Let's see. That doesn't really make an appreciable difference. But oh, let's see if I can. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to clear out an area so I can swap to Intensify. What do I want to change out for? About that. Really? Yep, nope. That's my decision is made for me. This is awesome. Activity. There we go. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, that's pretty good. So wait, I've kind of forgotten how Intensify works. I know it's like it gets less area of effect as you cast, but is it like if you move, it goes away? Okay, well, we'll run around with that and see how it goes. I don't know what to make of this. It looks like they're like pretty close. Probably most bosses will have a hitbox big enough to take most of that on the chin, I would imagine. Take all 3 hits. I like trying to get all my gyms to level up at once, so I just have to like click through a little cycle and not worry about it. Wait, am I in it? So this is definitely not as smooth as running around with Frostbomb was. I still have Frostbomb. Like with Frostbomb, I was just like putting one down and running away, basically. Now what do I want to get rid of for that? Very inspirational music. Don't really need Arcane Surge to be leveling up, I guess. So Frostbomb. I need Intensify on that. So let's see how this goes. Spell like a... Yeah, why not? See how it goes.
Mana is spent.
Oh, what? There we go. Oh, I see what the problem was. Put Zealotry on there. Quick. Crossbow. Okay, so that's not the, like, panacea that I was hoping for. Stormcall actually looks like it's better. So I was right to eliminate that. Where did I put it? Damn it! Where's Stormcall? There it is. There we go. Into space. Oh. You can be Stormcall. I'll get this shit settled one of these days. Stormcall. I should probably put Fall Stormcall there. I actually don't know what Fall Stormcall does. Oh, that's pretty cool. I will keep that in mind. That will also help single target substantially.
I must have time to gather that will.
Hey, stop that. Yeah, worth my time to stop and kill a pack of magic dudes. I'd say. Okay, knock out a couple casts, close the pack, and move along. Okay. bad. Yeah, really looking forward to Awakened Spellcasting. And it's only like 30 levels away, which for some people is not much playing at all. For me, it's a while. Oh yeah, so I have been doing lots of heart surgeries. Well, not doing surgeries. I've been keeping people safe while they've had heart surgeries and anesthetized. So maybe that's a good advanced medical note for today. Heart surgery. Obviously, big surgery. There's a whole lot that goes into keeping somebody alive during a heart surgery, as you might imagine. And it seems kind of weird that, like, you know, you could cut someone's heart open and they're, you know, gonna live through that. So the first thing that we do is, you know, this is obviously sort of a coordinated effort, but the first thing that we do is put in something called an arterial line, and that's basically just kind of like an IV, but it goes in the artery in your wrist, which is your radial artery. Ideally, you can put it in theoretically any artery you want, but that's kind of the least invasive way to do it, the least painful and terrible way. We do that, and that lets basically like gives you a continuous way to monitor blood pressure. So you can also draw blood, labs, and stuff from it if you want to. But mostly it's a blood pressure monitor for us. So we do that. Generally we do that before you go to sleep. Because most of the meds that we use to anesthetize you and then actually get you to sleep can lower your blood pressure. Oh man, I was not paying attention to the fact that that was a delirium encounter at all. Oh well. Anyway, still got a bust roll. Count that as a win. Right, so arterial line. That goes in. Then you go back, you go to sleep, put a breathing tube in after you're out. Usually that's gonna stay in afterwards, after the surgery, which is different than most surgeries. That's just because, you know, when you have heart surgery, you have much higher risk for, you know, badness going down that you need a breathing tube for afterwards. So we just kind of plan on leaving it in, and, you know, if you're doing well afterwards, great. If not, we don't have to mess with putting it back in, which sucks real hard for everybody involved. The other thing that we do is put in 2 giant IVs, or at least one, either in your neck or under your collarbone, or both, depending on just kind of the culture of wherever you have heart surgery. And that's, like, you can push an unbelievable amount of fluid or blood or whatever through those things. Like, there's a machine called a Belmont that it's a sort of referred to as a rapid infuser, which is just a, you know, it's sort of like saying it's like calling tissues Kleenex or something. Anyway, you can push about half a liter of fluid through it per minute if you really have to, through the IV in your neck. That's a lot. That's a whole lot. That's like 2 units of blood. Or to put it another way, you've got about 6-ish, like an average adult has about 6 liters of blood. So you can replace your blood volume in 12 minutes. That's insane. So anyway, we put one of those in so we can, you know, mitigate bad shit that may happen during heart surgery. And we also put an ultrasound probe in your throat so we can look at your heart and watch it the whole time. So that's all just preparation. So once we get going, like, there are a couple ways to do heart surgery, and I am definitely not a heart surgeon, so I can only kind of gloss over those things. But they can either do it what they call off pump. So a pump is like a cardiac bypass machine and acts like your heart and lungs. So you can do it off pump, which is some kind of dicey. You know, anytime you've got like something real wrong with your heart, you don't really tolerate that very well. But if your heart's like otherwise healthy and, you know, maybe caught your heart disease before like having a bad heart attack, then you can tolerate that a little bit. It's tolerated badly because you have to move your heart around a whole bunch, and like, you know, if you squish your heart, that makes it really difficult for it to be like pump blood, basically. But most of the time, they use the bypass machine. Just teleport back to town to get some blast charges there, because I host myself by spamming flasks unnecessarily. Okay, I think I'm pretty much done here. I'm gonna wait to fill those in. Anyway, bypass. So, you go on bypass. They actually they call it bypass because they literally bypass your heart and lungs. They put a big tube in the biggest vein you have, which is your vena cava, and that sucks blood out, puts it through a machine that oxygenates it and kind of cleans it out, makes sure all your electrolytes are normal, and then pump it back into a tube that goes in your aorta, which is your largest artery that comes right off your heart. So that keeps the surgical field free of bleeding, and you know, so the surgeon can see what he's doing when he cuts your heart open. So when everything's all done, they take those tubes out of your giant blood vessels and close up your heart. And, well, it's the other way around. You close your heart up and then take tubes out. They do that, close up, and then we just kind of have a look at your heart, make sure that it's pumping the way that we think it should, and you're done. You go up to your ICU room and recover and all of that. So one thing that I left out is to open your chest up before you have heart surgery. They literally saw your sternum in half. So there's this little, so they actually use CO2 to power a lot of like tools that they use during surgery. So it's this little CO2 powered saw, and there's a little like guard on it so it doesn't like cut anything below your sternum. But they literally like cut a slot in your, like an incision up your chest, cut a little slot like right below your rib cage, and put that saw in there and just zip you straight up. And that's how they get into your head. Did your heart surgery. Yeah, it's really weird to watch. Like, really weird to watch. But, very cool, in my opinion. So yeah, that's heart surgery. If you have any questions about that, holler at me. Let me know what you think, or what you'd like to hear more about. I think it's super cool. But I'm a science dork, and that is what I do for a living, so. Oh man, I have been just crushing mana flasks. It's gonna take a while to fight him. Oh, and I don't have any town portals either. Beautiful. Never thought I'd say this, but I really want him to go to the ads phase so I can get my freaking charges going. Yeah, I figured I'd do the medical minute early because I am on a timer. We're playing during toddler quiet time right now, so you never know when that's gonna go south. Oh, well, that's one way to get flask charges back. see if I can space. Oh, great, that's perfect. Like, literally right after I die, he goes, takes enough damage to go dead. So it's awesome. Yeah, if there's any topics that you want me to talk about, I can do that. I am not an expert in all things, for sure. And I will tell you as much if you hit on something that I don't know about. Like, I'm happy to research whatever and talk about it, you know, in the framework of what I do know. But yeah, I thought that might be kind of an interesting approach that definitely not going to get from any other streamer. Not too many people are playing Path of Exile and talking about cardiac anesthesiology right about now, I don't think.
Innocence. You and only you. I am.
Yeah, I don't really know what to say. Okay, Katana, let's get out of here. What in damnation have you done?
Begging for our
What'd you say?
forgiveness, asking for our help.
Almost peed in his pants. Huh.
I heard it the moment the High Templar fell.
Apparently my kid almost peed in his pants. Alright, well, it is
My chest.
time to get him up from his quiet. So, glad I got to talk with you about cardiac anesthesia. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy it. I'm usually streaming from 8 to 10 p.m. Central Time, but sometimes I get this afternoon slot every now and then. Just depending on work and all of that. But anyway, I'll catch you soon. Thanks for hanging out. I'm Milkman Elf. I'll catch you next time.